Giant snails?
It's crazy!
Hello there, and welcome once again to Animal Crazy, the show that takes you into the crazy world of animals.
Stop the show.
Oh, not again, Jen. This is ridiculous.
Neil, don't move.
Oh, look, I apologise about this.
Catch!
You throw that ball around.
Catch!
Look, you didn't give me much chance, did you? I can't do it.
Oh, dear, Neil. You're not very good, are you?
What, you didn't give me a chance, did you?
Well, behind those gates there is an animal which is brilliant at catching. The sea lion.
Look at that.
Hello.
Look at that.
He's
Hello.
waving.
Hello. Now, the sea lion is one of the most graceful of all marine mammals, yet we've all seen it clowning around and doing tricks out on dry land. But why is the sea lion able to do these things?
Well, just take a look at his magnificent body, that big, long, thick, sturdy neck, and also 2 pairs of flippers, which probably makes him look a bit clumsy and clown-like. But in fact, the combination of that neck and those flippers makes him a master of his own environment, the water. When it's in the water, the sea lion performs a graceful aquatic ballet, twisting and turning its huge bulk with ease, using its back flippers to steer and its front flippers to propel it through the water. Now, let's take a closer look at those flippers. There are, in fact, 2 joints in the flipper, a bit like our arms and legs, and that gives the sea lion incredible control physically, but also it gives him control temperature-wise, because there's no blubber on those flippers, just a lot of blood vessels close to the surface. Oh, pardon me. Now, what happens is the sea lion can actually control that flow. So if he feels a bit hot, he just lets a bit more blood flow through, and then that can cool off in the air temperature. And listen to this. A sea lion can outpace a man on dry land.
Now, the sea lion usually only comes out onto dry land to breed. It spends most of its time in the water. In fact, it's better tuned to sea life than land life. Yet it does have some amazing sea skills that man has been able to train and turn it into a clowning performer. Things like this.
Whoa, well done. So those special flippers and that long neck means he's capable of some extraordinary balancing skills, which can enable him to sit up straight when he's on the land.
He also has excellent eyesight and a particular ability to stay fixed on one point, like the ball. All very useful for clowning around.
So, when people think of sea lions as clown-like, perhaps they should stop and think again about who the clowns really are.
Very funny. And you can be quiet as well. Whew. Right then, everything's set. Ah. Oh, Jenny! Ah, bonsoir, mademoiselle. Welcome to Le Buchanan Bistro. Ha, 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 ha.
Bonsoir, Neil. So, what delights have you got in store for me today, then?
Ah, sacre bleu, mademoiselle. Mucho delighto. Have a look at that, then.
Snails.
Ah.
Snails. And snails.
And may I recommend the snails?
All right, Neil. I'll have the snails, then.
Ah, very nice choice, madame. Ah, here we are. Enjoy your snails.
Right.
Hey, no, hold on. Don't eat them.
Oh, but people do. In fact, they have since the Roman times. That's what I thought you meant.
No, I meant enjoy them, you know, look at them.
Oh, well, I can't really see some of them.
Ah, that's because some of them have gone back into their shells. You see, this is the common British garden snail, and snails have lots of enemies. So what they do is when they feel threatened, they retreat back into their shells. And if I can just get one off this leaf here, I'll show you exactly what they do. There they are. Now, we retreat into a shell, and in the winter, they have a particular ability to seal themselves off with a plug of mucus over that entrance, and that then hardens and offers them complete protection.
Complete protection?
Well, sometimes you do get a crafty thrush that smashes open the shell on a rock just to get to the soft, juicy meat.
Oh, well, that was for starters. What's the next course?
Ah, mais oui, it is beautiful. It is the giant African snail.
Wow!
Look at the size of that. Now, this is one of the biggest snails in the world, and apparently it's very nutritious. And there are even some people in West Africa that drill holes in the shell, they thread string through them, and then they hang them up on a twig until they want to eat them.
Huh. But the most amazing thing about all snails is the way they move. I mean, if you think about it, they haven't got legs, but they're very smooth runners.
Yeah.
And it's quite hard to work out what exactly they do. But if I just turn this up like so, you'll be able to see this here, which is the sole or the foot. Now, inside there's an awful lot going on. There are muscles which actually move the snail up and over in a wave. Ooh. And that's a continuous movement, a bit like a Mexican wave, you know. And the thing that makes the snail glide along so easily is a very slimy carpet of mucus that it makes, and that's the silvery trail you always see behind a snail.
And you can sort of see him sliding away. Look at that, slip sliding away
and
on there.
that's his slimy mucus.
OK,
Whoa.
Next course.
OK.
There we go. Now, this is the water snail, and this is a snail called the giant pond snail.
Ah.
And water snails move in a similar way to land snails. But get this, instead of laying a slimy carpet, what they do is they hang on the underside of the water surface, just like that. So just pretend this cling film is the water surface. There's the snail. They hang upside down and move along upside down.
Ah, Brill, so what's next?
So next course is snails without their shells.
Slugs.
Yep.
OK. Now, the obvious difference between slugs and snails is that slugs don't have shells, even though they are related.
Yeah.
OK. Now, if they get into trouble, what they have to do is either bury themselves in the ground, or some actually burrow for about 1 metre into the soil, and that's in dry weather, so that's quite hard going.
Jen?
Yeah?
Can I just ask you a personal question?
Yeah?
Show us your teeth. How many have you got?
About 32.
Did you know that snails and slugs have got about 14,000 tiny teeth, and they use them just like a file to rasp away at their food? So there you go.
Well, I tell you what, I've been amazed.
I think they're fascinating creatures, you know. So, did Madam enjoy her snails?
Oh, yeah.
Good, because there's your bill.
Did you know that sperm whales can hold their breath for over 2 hours when diving for food? Oh, that's remarkable.
Now, here's a crazy creature if ever there was one, the hippopotamus.
Yeah, now he may look like a big blubbery softy, but make no mistake about it, this 5-ton beast is wild and extremely dangerous, and it's capable of killing a crocodile with one snap of those huge jaws.
This one lives at Woburn Safari Park. He's called Ferdinand, and guess what? Together with his female companion, Betty, they've just had a baby, and that's really rare. So we went along to see their baby.
Yeah, but things didn't quite go according to plan. Well, we're at Woburn Safari Park, and we've come here to visit Ferdinand and Betty.
Yeah, because they've got something to celebrate. They've just had a new baby, Bart, so we brought them a prezzy.
So there they are, Jen.
What? 2 lumps in the water?
They're not just ordinary lumps in the water. The back lump is Ferdinand, and the front lump is Betty.
So where's Bart?
He's the little lump in the middle. So we settled down to wait for baby Bart to show himself. Well, Dad came up, and there's Mum, but no baby Bart. So we waited, and we waited, and we waited. For hours.
Should we go for a cup of tea?
Go on then.
So we went for a cup of tea. And guess what happened? Out popped baby Bart.
So we came back.
Yeah, and back down he went under the water. So we waited, cold and miserable.
That tea was nice. Do you fancy another cup?
Go on then.
So we went for another cup of tea. And, yep, you guessed it, out came baby Bart again. So we came back again and...
He disappeared again. So we waited. Again, and again, and again. And finally...
This is ridiculous. He's not going to come out for his prezi, is he?
Oh, should we go home?
Yeah, might as well come. Hey, what was the prezi?
Oh.
A baby hippopotamus!
Hey, don't knock it. It's the closest you're going to get to one today. Do you like exams? Nah, me neither. But Neil Swatto Buchanan says he used to love them when he was at school. So I've set him up an exam all of his very own. Only it's not about history and it's not about geography. It's literally an exam all about eggs. So, Mr. Buchanan, if you'd like to follow me, I think it's time we started. Now, you'll have 11 questions to answer correctly, starting from now. What is an egg?
All animals come from some kind of egg. Some develop inside their mother's body and she gives birth to live young. Other eggs are laid to be hatched.
Correct.
Yes.
Is egg collecting legal?
Oh, egg collecting is very illegal. The taking of wild birds' eggs is not only wrong, but it's very cruel.
Correct.
Yes.
In fact, we were lent these by a museum.
Yes.
How strong is an egg?
I don't know. No, pass.
Oh, incredibly strong. In fact, a chicken egg has been known to survive a drop of 183 metres and not break.
Wow, that's very... Oh, no, come on, just keep
These eggs are sticky in order for them to stay on branches and bark like this.
Yeah.
Who laid them?
It's one of the lizards, the gecko.
Correct. Which is the ostrich egg?
This one. Now, the ostrich egg is not only the biggest, it's also the strongest of the eggs, and this particular egg could support both of our weights together.
Hey, I'll give you a bonus point for that.
Yes.
Whose eggs are these?
Oh, right. The blue eggs with the black spots on are song thrush eggs, and the light brown eggs with the dark smears are reed bunting eggs.
Hey, I wonder how they got smeared.
Oh, I know that as well. Oh. The bird puts the spots on just before she's laying the eggs, but if the egg is moving, then they're smeared.
Correct. Yes. What is a mermaid's purse?
What's a mermaid?
Go on,
I don't know.
quick.
Pass.
Oh, it's this. You see, you've probably seen them on the seashore.
Oh, yeah.
It's the empty egg case of the lesser spotted dogfish, a harmless shark. Now, what's special about these eggs?
These are guillemot eggs.
Correct. But I'll need a bit more than that.
It's their shape. For an extra point, it's their shape. They are shaped so that if they're knocked, they roll round and don't fall off a cliff edge.
Oh, well done. Extra point.
Thank you.
Now, this is a cassowary egg. It's green for camouflage, but it's got knobbly bits. Why?
I don't know.
Oh, correct. No one knows. I'll have to hurry you now. What's special about these eggs?
These eggs, I know these. These are ring plover's eggs, and they are shaped so that they fit neatly together like a little jigsaw in the nest, like that, so that the parent bird can sit on all four of them at the same time.
Oh, correct. Look, you're running out of time. Which is your favourite egg?
My favourite egg?
Yeah,
I don't know that one. I didn't, I know what my favourite egg is. It's one of these, a chocolate cream egg.
I just top that up and congratulations, Neil.
Yes.
You have passed your exam with flying colours. Well done.
Oh, I did study hard, though, you know. Yeah. Thank you very much. Look at that. Congratulations. It's official. I'm an egghead.
Sometimes budgies get mite in their beaks, so we have to go to the vet to get some special ointment.
The vet comes to see Honey every year and checks her all over. He listens to her heart and lungs, rasps her teeth and gives her a flu injection.
Most of the medicines we give the sheep are given in the form of an injection. We foot-bath the sheep to keep away a disease called foot rot.
My hamster has no special medicines or pills because all the vitamins he needs are in his food.
I have to take my rabbit Bobby to the vet twice a year to get injections against myxomatosis.
My cat gets worms because he eats creatures like field mice which carry diseases. I worm him once every 6 months.
I sometimes put vitamin pills in Maggie's water to give her the vitamin C she needs to keep healthy.
My hamster has not taken pills before, but I think he's going to have to soon because he's very old.
It's crazy!
It's crazy how love hurts. Now, what am I talking about? A most extraordinary creature. Neil! Oh, no, I didn't mean Neil exactly.
Now, this is a real weird one. Take a look at this. This is the praying mantis. Now, the praying mantis can sometimes be a bit difficult to see because it's perfectly camouflaged against leaves and plants, and that's to help it avoid being eaten by its many predators, particularly birds.
Now, the praying mantis gets its peculiar name from its habit of sitting motionless, with its front legs raised up and held together as if praying. But it's not at all. It's playing a waiting game, biding its time until it's ready for the kill.
Now, when a potential mantis meal comes along in the shape of a poor, unsuspecting insect, the praying mantis shoots its front legs out like a pincer and grips onto the prey in a real vice-like grip with the help of tiny hooked spines that are arranged along the inside of its front legs.
But wait for this. Sometimes the female mantis, as a sign of affection during the mating process, actually bites her mate's head off.
Now, this may seem a bit drastic to us, but it's all part of the instinctive behaviour of a praying mantis. The urge to mate is so strong, he just keeps on doing what comes naturally, even if it means losing his head.
Yuck! And if you think that's bad, the headless male then continues the mating process long after his head's been chewed up.
Yeah, but if you think about it, he's being the perfect dad, because he's providing a supply of food to the eggs, which are his children. But for him, love really does hurt.
Imagine if we behaved in the same way. Wonderful meal.
Wonderful evening.
Beautiful stars.
Beautiful company. This is for you.
Oh, this for you.
And this is for you.
Oh, Neil.
May I escort you home?
Yes. You may kiss me. Oh! Now that's crazy. See you again. Bye. Bye.
Once upon a time, there was a happy family of hippopotami. Ferdinand the daddy, Betty the mummy, and everyone's favourite, little baby Bart. Every day, baby Bart would come out to play, except when television presenters came to visit him with the most stupid presents I've ever seen in my life.
Neil!
Ah!